Let's be honest, it was a terrible night last night. It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go.
Yes! Oh, let me taste your tears. Your tears are so yummy and sweet.
For our allies in Ukraine, for NATO, for the truth.
Go home to mommy. Go home. Bye. Go home to mommy. Go home to mommy.
What's on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and it's a funeral for mainstream media and all of the late night show hosts. I know Timbo Slice covered this a little bit this morning, but I'd like to cover it with a little bit more levity, a little bit of my style. Look, Jimmy Kimmel crying on TV last night was not because he was worried about immigrants. It was not because he was worried about women's reproductive rights. It was because he's worried Donald Trump will release the list. It's because he's worried that the Diddy list will come out. It's because he came to the very real realization that he has no power here anymore. Just like in Lord of the Rings. He has no power. He sold out. He left it all on the field and he lost. Many people believe this is the third time in a row they've lost, but you know, when you don't have everybody locked down and you're knocking door to door and helping people fill out their ballots, boy, what a difference it makes when the people that really care have to show up. And boy, the meltdown was spectacular from all conceivable angles. We're going to get into that after a super quick word from this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Shout out to this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, it's 2024. If you aren't using a VPN yet, you're completely missing out. And Private Internet Access is the one I use on all of my devices. If you've been following the news, you see that censorship, websites, apps are getting shut down in certain countries. All sorts of craziness. Well, a VPN helps you never have to worry about that. Private Internet Access also protects you from the prying eyes of hackers, internet service providers, and others that can view your personal data. Perhaps also just as importantly, Private Internet Access allows you to access region-restricted content from all over the world. Streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and more have different library options based on where you're located, and some shows simply cannot be accessed if you're not in the target location. Happens to me all the time. Many sports events also have regional blackouts. Well, VPNs can be a convenient way to make sure you're getting the content that you're paying for. Private Internet Access also allows you to protect an unlimited amount of devices all at the same time, so your entire household with a single subscription. And I've been working with Private Internet Access so long that I have an absolutely massive discount available to my viewers. Link in the description below. Get Private Internet Access today using my link. Save huge, protect your computers, access all the content that you've been paying for, and ensure that your internet is never censored. Private Internet Access is the VPN I use. It's the VPN I trust on my laptop, my computers, and my mobile devices. So make sure you use the link in the description below to sign up today. Late night show hosts lose their minds over Trump's triumph as Fallon says America got back with this crazy ex. Jimmy Fallon jabbed that America got back with its crazy ex, while Stephen Colbert hysterically admitted that he's just not doing great. Look, what I'll tell you is this. There's a reason guys go back to that crazy ex, and it's because there were some great times. Sure, she keyed your car on the way out the door, perhaps, but it was overall pretty good, and you don't remember the bad times. While not on the late night show, not every late night show, specifically political bent, all of the left-leaning talkers addressed Trump's victory in a depressed manner. Colbert and Seth Meyers issued pep talks for his solidly Democrat, Trump-hating audience, while Kimmel spoke to a liberal podcast, Pod Save America, and Jimmy Fallon discussed the results and sang a hopeful song with The View's Whoopi Goldberg. I mean, look, they have no power here. They are done. They are cooked. They have completely sold out for everything, for the corporations, for the establishment, and they have no power here. And there's no going back for them. for the next 4 years, how are they going to court any new audience? First and foremost, they lost a huge chunk of it, because I know it's hard to believe, but there were still a lot of kind of moderates that watched late night television. Obviously, in the days and weeks leading up to Trump's landslide victory, their rhetoric got increasingly unhinged, and there's no coming back from it. They forced away what little moderates they have, and all they have now are TDS infected liberals that are, their numbers are dwindling. Because guess what's going to happen? People are going to go back to work. Colbert posted a somber direct-to-camera monologue and appeared beaten down. If you watch this show regularly, I'm guessing you're not doing great. Me either. Imagine not wanting people on both sides of the aisle to watch your show. I know, obviously, I have, I've always said I'm not a Republican. I'm a Trump guy. And so now that Trump's in office, I don't know how I'm going to vote in 2028. I'm not married to the Republican Party. Maybe the Democrat Party gets everything fixed in 4 years and suddenly they run a common sense candidate and I vote for them. I mean, it's possible. It's a long shot, but it's possible. He then thanked everyone in his crew and tried to make the point that people who hated Trump were not alone. I'll let you in on a little secret. No one gets into this business because everything in their life worked out great. So we're built for rough roads. The guy who's worth $100 million said to his poor audience. He then tossed his typical cold open clips of people around the world reacting to the election. He used old clips of a hockey player angrily slamming his stick to represent Canada, video of Super Mario dejectedly saying "Mamma Mia" for Italy, and Swedish Chef of the Muppets with the smoke coming out of his ears. Colbert then delivered his typical crowd-pleasing liberal monologue in which he said, it's hard to see the bright side. I mean, here's the reality. There are people all over the world that are exceedingly happy that Donald Trump won. I watched a great video this morning of a guy in the UK who is ecstatic, saying that Trump will protect his borders in the United States, and he hoped that it would, come back around to his country. The first time Donald Trump started as a joke and ended as tragedy. This time he started as a tragedy. Who knows where he'll end up? He also bemoaned how Trump did better with every possible demographic and noted that Google searches spiked for, did Joe Biden drop out of the race on the election day, to hushed tones. Colbert said Biden was a good man who he's going to miss. Yeah, they regret pushing him out. And by the way, they were part of that. Colbert was part of that. They all got together and they said, it's time to push Donald Trump out. Or I'm sorry, Joe Biden out. We think Americans are dumb. We think black people and Latinos and Indians are dumb. We're going to just tell them that you have to vote for her because she has the same color, or the same junk as you. We think women are dumb who think that Donald Trump overturned. If you think Donald Trump overturned Roe v. Wade, please, please, please get a rudimentary understanding in civics. Donald Trump did not overturn Roe v. Wade. He does not have that power. Nor did Kamala Harris have the power to restore it. The idea that she was going to, quote unquote, restore Roe v. Wade was a lie that millions of women believed because they didn't have a very basic understanding of how the United States government works. And Kamala Harris told them that lie because she thinks women are stupid. I don't think so. I think the millions of women, the millions of black men and women and Latino men and women who voted for Trump showed you that they aren't stupid. Showed you that, yeah, they don't believe, that they understood that Donald Trump did not overturn Roe v. Wade. Perhaps no talk show host upended his personal relationship to Trump more than Kimmel, who was once friendly with the former president. Kimmel, in a monologue headline had a terrible night. Began with a cold open of his own. The talk show host was seen packing his stuff and said to sidekick Guillermo that he was leaving the country. I can't stay for another 4 years. Who knows what he's going to do? Good, go. Please. Please go. He then said he believed that he was on Trump's list of enemies before Guillermo smacked him in the face and encouraged him to stay because he has a very important voice. Guillermo then cracked that he was going back to Mexico. He said, "You're on your own, buddy." Kimmel then led off his monologue saying, "I spent a lot of time over the last 17 hours thinking about what I would say tonight." Cope and seethe.
Nikki, please.
cope and seethe. 56,000 downvotes, by the way. 56,000 downvotes. You want a little clip of his fake tears? His fake tears? I mean, you got to be kidding me.
What I would say tonight, what there even is to say tonight. And there's nothing. Good night, everybody. Half of this country voted for the criminal who's planning to pardon himself for his crimes. I guess this election wasn't rigged. That's weird, though, right? I mean, he said it would be rigged. He said it was being rigged while people were in line voting. Isn't it remarkable that this time the fix wasn't in? Last time the...
Well, yeah, where are those 15 million votes that Joe Biden got? Through mail-in balloting and locking the country down. You know, that word matters. You know, and if you look at Kimmel, his tears of unfathomable sadness are so delicious, so nutritious, that I just want to, if you haven't left a like on the video yet, I definitely want you to do so now. By the way, here's somebody in the UK. You know, the whole world is sad.
So I can't fucking help this morning but walk around with a bit of smile on my face, knowing fucking Trump has just become the president of the United States. And I find it highly fucking amusing, the amount of people that are now shitting their pants already. Like I've already heard, Sadiq Khan apparently wants to run for the hills because he is fucking scared of Trump. Then you've got old fucking Lammy, who is sat there and slagged Trump off.
I mean, these people around the world are happy that Trump won. It's not even close. I mean, the idea that, you know, by the way, they don't even have their popular vote. Here he's crying, holding back actual tears.
Let's be honest, it was a terrible night last night. It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go. For healthcare.
Oh my God, not the immigrants. Oh, is he worried about losing track of those 300,000 children that cross the border and we can't find? Is he worried that his demonic friends are going to lose their meal ticket? I mean, John Stewart tries to reassure voters on election night, this is not the end. Well, of course it's not the end. Of course it's not the end. Nobody thought it was the end.
Trump's a good person. I'd even go so far as to say he's a bad person. Now, in my defense, I'm only basing that on everything I've ever been taught about what makes someone good or bad. That's it.
Every late night show host crying, having meltdowns. Colbert, you're not alone.
Hey there. How are you doing? If you watch the show regularly, I'm guessing you're not doing great. Yeah, me neither.
Who cares? The dude was president from 2017 to 2021, and you all were fine. This is all an act. By the way, all of these losers had the best ratings they ever had underneath Trump. Just so you know. So they're all pretending they're sad, but they know that Trump being president is good for business. They had to bully Jimmy Fallon into being political. It's something he never wanted to do. This is why nobody watches late night show hosts, and I predict in 2024 into 2025, their ratings will sink even more. And it couldn't have happened to a more demonic garbage group of people. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe or follow down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.